What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well out there in the old interweb. And as always, subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. Let's get a conversation started. What are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about a band called the Wild Feathers and their brand new album, Alvarado. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, who in the world are the Wild Feathers? Well, I'm going to tell you. The Wild Feathers are an American country rock band that was formed in 2010 in Nashville, Tennessee. Their members are Joel King, Ricky Young, Taylor Burns, Ben Dumas, and Brett Moore. Now, I discovered these guys about 2 years ago when their album Greetings from the Neon Frontier had come out, but their new album is what we're going to talk about today. So these guys have 5 albums plus a live album, live at the Ryman. And if you're going to listen to these guys, if your wheelhouse is Dylan, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, or the Eagles, this is going to get it for you. But remember that they're a brand new band. They have been on the road with Blackberry Smoke here recently, opening their the Spirit of the South tour with Blackberry Smoke and the Almond Betts Band. But these guys are well worth your time, and I highly suggest that you give them a listen. So let's get into this album, Alvarado. So Alvarado was released October the 8th of 2021. It runs 12 songs and runs 46 minutes. Now, let's talk gear for a minute. I had to do a little research because I have not been lucky enough to see these gentlemen live. The guitarist Ricky Young and Taylor Burns. It seems that Ricky uses mostly acoustic stuff. He's a real big fan of J45s from what I've seen. And I think for an amp he uses some sort of Fishman amp with a what sounds like a reverb pedal, probably a Holy Grail or something like that. Now, Taylor Burns on the other side seems to be the gearhead of the group. His guitar's range, his main guitar seems to be a Gibson ES335. I've seen him use a Supro. He's used all kind of stuff. It looks like he has a Silverface Princeton reverb. And he's got this really cool custom amp that was made out of an old projector. I'm not sure who made it for him. I got to do some research on that. But it's super cool. It looks like an old projector from like film projector from like your elementary school or something. So that's kind of cool. It seems like it would be a low wattage cleaner kind of thing. And then his pedal board, he had an array of pedals, he had a typical tube screamer and things of that nature. But it was pretty cool looking at their gear. And of course this is coming off of live video from YouTube and things like that. So Alvarado is their new album, like I said. It does run 12 songs, 46 minutes. So what are my favorite cuts off of it? So we'll start with my third favorite cut on the album, which is the last song on the album, the number 12 song, and runs 4 minutes and 5 seconds, and it's called Another Sunny Day. Now this jam screams Crosby, Stills, and Nash to me. Maybe I'm off. Maybe that's not an influence. Like I said before, this is just what I hear, but that's what it screams to me. It's a laid-back jam, but their vocal harmony on it just sounds like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. It's mostly acoustic accompaniment with a little bit of drums. But yeah, it's really good jam, and if that's in your wheelhouse for that Crosby, Stills, and Nash, this is going to get it for you. It closes the album well. I think it flows well with their song selection on the album, and it's a good album closer. Now, number 2 on the album for me, and this was kind of hard because there's about 3 or 4 jams on this album that I really appreciate, is Ain't Lookin'. And Ain't Lookin', to me, has that It's just a good rocker. It's got a little Black Crow feel to it. It definitely has maybe a little CCR feel to it. So, yeah, which may not be their influences, like I said. This is just my ear. So, "Ain't Looking" is the number two song on the album, and runs 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Um, the vocals are really mixed well. This album is mixed really well. But what I really like in this is the hook and the chorus. The chorus is very well structured. I like the starts and the stops. The verse kind of stops. The band breaks down, goes into the chorus. I think that's really cool. I like when bands kind of do that. Um, but yeah, I really like the song. "Ain't Looking," number two song on the album. My number two song off the album. And it runs 3 minutes, 22 seconds. My number one song on the album. Now, usually I try to stay away from the popular stuff on the album because I really want you to dig into artists. They're giving us their art, like I've said before, and it does them and us good to dig into their stuff and see what's cracking. But I have to go with the lead-off single, "Alvarado." When I first heard it, this song could have been like a closing song on Hotel California to me. I really like it. It really shows their vocal ability and their harmony muscle. So "Alvarado" is the number one song on the album and runs 5 minutes and 4 seconds. And like I said, if you're into the Eagles, this is going to get it for you. But I really like the song structure on this. It's kind of a slower jam, but the harmonies on it are really what sells it. So really well mixed. Harmonies are really great. I like the background kind of dancing, tremolo kind of sound, guitar. So there you go. Those are my three off the album. "Another Sunny Day," "Ain't Looking," and "Alvarado." So on my jam scale of 5 or 1 to 5 jams, what would I give this? I'm going to give it a 4. If you're rolling down the street, um, if you're rolling down the street, this is going to be a great laid-back jam. If you're sitting around the house, this is really good laid-back music. There are some rockers on here, but for the most part, it's got that Crosby, Stills, and Nash Eagles kind of feel to it, which I really dig. Just laid-back, good jam. So there you go, 4 jams out of 5. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, comment below. Let me know what you think. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Let's start a conversation. Find you some new music. And remember that music is love, and love is music. See you next time.